What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin and also whether Satoshi moved some of his coins. So you're going to want to make sure that you stay clear to the end because I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions on the fact that we had some Bitcoin moving from a wallet that hasn't been touched since 2009. So today is really going to be focused on the analysis of Bitcoin. There was a panic today, and I wanted to go over kind of my thoughts on where I expect prices to go and what I'm personally doing for my portfolio, for my trading in this panic day today. So without further ado, go ahead and hit that like button for me, as well as subscribing to this channel because I'm dedicated to uploading 5 videos weekly, just like this one, and I have a personal goal of reaching 50,000 subscribers. When I get to that point, I will be doing a giveaway and giving away some free VIP to a few people that I pick on my Twitter. So without further ado, let's get straight into the analysis. So I have Bitcoin on the top here and I have gold on the bottom. Now, what I've actually mapped out here is some fractal of human emotion, meaning that the human emotion that we're seeing in gold down here on the bottom, this is spot prices of gold, since December is similar to the human emotion that we've seen in Bitcoin since April. And so because of that, you can actually get a lot of value out of this comparison, seeing what could potentially happen in Bitcoin, because gold is basically doing the same thing as Bitcoin, it's just leading the market. Gold is also moving in a little bit of bigger time frames, meaning that gold has been doing this really since December of 2019, whereas Bitcoin just started doing this mid-April. And so because of that, you can actually make more money trading Bitcoin because Bitcoin is moving on a faster scale with higher percentages than gold is. If we take the percentage tool from the low to the peak here, we have a 48% rise, whereas in gold, we only have a 20% rise. So you're getting twice the amount of volatility, twice the amount of profit in Bitcoin that you would in gold, and Bitcoin is actually moving at a faster rate. Now, today there was a lot of panic, a lot of longs got liquidated, people kind of panic sold, started to think that prices were going to drop, started seeing a lot of people flipping bearish. And this was kind of expected because actually on tradingview.com yesterday before I went to bed, I was looking and I was watching kind of this triangle pattern and watching as a potential for it to break out. But then I looked on TradingView and saw a lot of bearish posts. So I was like, a lot of bullish posts. So I was like, there is a potential for this to actually see a panic wick, a panic day, and that's what we got in Bitcoin. Now, if we go to coinmarketcap.com, you can actually see that it's not just Bitcoin that's dropping. There's a lot of coins that are dropping, but some of the alts are actually rising right now. And one thing I want to note in today's video is Bitcoin dominance. So let's go to charts.cointrader.pro. The Bitcoin dominance, I was talking, and Donovan over at DIY was also talking about the potential for us to have another leg in Bitcoin dominance and altcoin dominance. So when we're talking about the altcoin dominance, we were looking for one more leg down. And actually what happened is we had this huge panic down to about 26%, 27% in altcoin dominance, and now we're starting to trend on the upside. And with Bitcoin dominance, we actually see that Bitcoin dominance did the same thing. It's just an inverted version of the chart. Bitcoin dominance rallied all the way up to 73% and is now starting to panic back down. And this was a support and resistance flip. Now, this for me tells me that altcoin Bitcoin pairs are likely to start rising from here. Now, I expect all coins to be rising against the dollar, and I personally keep a large percentage of my portfolio in Bitcoin for stability because it is less volatile than the altcoins. So I like to keep a lot in Bitcoin, and then what I'm doing is diversifying into altcoins and keeping some dollar on hand at all times to maintain profitability in the markets. So what could be happening here is this could be the leg up that we were talking about in the altcoin and the Bitcoin dominance. The altcoins did the leg down, Bitcoin dominance did a leg up. So this could be the reversal of the altcoin Bitcoin pairs, and Bitcoin dominance could start falling off pretty drastically here. I'm not going to over leverage myself into altcoins. I'm not going to put too much into altcoins because, like I said, even if Bitcoin dominance is dropping, they're all going to be rising against the dollar, and Bitcoin is still the most stable of all. So to reduce risk, I like to keep a lot in Bitcoin. But this does mean that the altcoin Bitcoin pairs are likely to start trending up. One of the ones that I'm watching very closely is Ethereum BTC, as well as XRP BTC. Those are a couple that I'm really paying close attention to over the next little while. We already did a double bottom breakout right here, and it looks like we could be doing another fractal, another double bottom fractal. So here's our double bottom. Here's our breakout point when we broke above this. Now here's another double bottom potentially forming, and this would be our breakout point again right here. So this would be really early accumulation against Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and we could be seeing a bottom pattern form, kind of similar to how we saw a bottom pattern form right here in the beginning of 2017 and the end of 2016. So I'm really interested in the altcoin Bitcoin pairs right now. That's a really good sign for the altcoin pairs. And for me, that just shows that the whole market is panic selling today and that I am personally buying. I actually added to my positions, added to my Tezos, added to my Bitcoin. And actually bought some more Chainlink today as well. And I'm getting ready for more upside, for more breakouts, for more continuation in this market. Panic days like this are a great opportunity to keep in check with your risk management. If you're over trading, if you're scared, if you're thinking about panic selling, it probably means that you don't have enough dollar or you have too much in altcoins. And so therefore you don't have that Bitcoin for stability. And so because of that, it's a great opportunity to look at your portfolio and ask yourself, do I have the right percentages? With that being said, if you are heavily into the altcoin markets or the Bitcoin markets right now and you have 0% dollar, you don't really want to sell on a red day into the dollar just because your portfolio isn't balanced enough. Wait for the days that we're pumping, and those are the days that you want to look at your portfolio and go, okay, yeah, I could definitely have 20% US dollar because I don't have enough dollar, or maybe I have way too many altcoins and I don't have any Bitcoin at all. So those are some of the questions you can ask yourself, but it's best to actually make those changes when markets are pumping. But on the panic days, you can ask yourself that question to better understand where you're at from a portfolio perspective. So that's kind of what I want to go over as far as altcoin dominance goes. And Bitcoin, like I said, I expect us to break above this resistance level. Current prices are 9,500. The resistance levels are 9,800. If we get above 10,000, then we're basically in a full-blown bull mode again with Bitcoin, and we're likely going to see continuation and a lot of FOMO. Can't really get into exact price targets, but definitely we'll see FOMO, you guys, and a lot of uptrend coming in these markets. Now, what's interesting to me, there's a lot of people talking today about whether Satoshi Nakamoto moved some of the Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin that was mined in 2009, and one of these wallets moved about $400,000 or about 40 Bitcoin. And what's really interesting about this is the fact that a lot of people, first of all, a lot of people are talking about this, but a lot of people are wondering, well, could this be Satoshi? Because this is Bitcoin that was mined so early on in the blockchain that it could be associated with one of the early creators or one of the first adopters of Bitcoin. So it definitely could be Satoshi. Now, I'm kind of leaning to the idea that this isn't Satoshi that's moving the Bitcoin. I don't know, you guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But I kind of think somebody like Satoshi is going to have a lot of Bitcoin, and 40 Bitcoin is not very much money. And maybe he doesn't have a lot of living expenses, maybe, but I kind of think that Satoshi Nakamoto isn't one singular person anyways. And so 40 Bitcoin to me just kind of seems like maybe one of the early Bitcoin users is moving their Bitcoin. I could be wrong. It's hard to tell. It's all anonymous transactions. This was early day Bitcoin wallets, so you can't really know for sure. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I wanted to touch up on that today because a lot of people are talking about it, and I still think it's pretty interesting, pretty cool that one of the wallets moved 40 Bitcoin from way back in 2009 was when this wallet was created and when this Bitcoin was mined. So that's an interesting topic. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. and I would love to hear your thoughts on that. So yeah, you guys, Bitcoin is looking good. Altcoin Bitcoin pairs look like they could easily be starting a nice uptrend here. Ethereum, BTC, XRP, BTC are a few that I'm watching. I purchased some Chainlink. Like I said, I purchased some Bitcoin, purchased some Tezos, and I remain bullish on this panic day. I expect us to fully recover. It looks like Tezos and Link are actually leading the market right now. So I expect the rest of the coins to start trending up against the dollar as well. Those are just the ones with the most strength currently, and they should really be the ones that are carrying the market from here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting, all the comments. And I really appreciate all of the new VIP members. Thank you guys so much for joining into the group. I love hearing back from you guys, hearing about your profits. Make sure that you send me an email or go ahead and send me a Discord message, and I'll get you guys a 20% discount on the VIP for staying clear to the end of this video. Again, I love every single one of you guys. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so I can give away some Bitcoin and VIP. As always, stay profitable out there.